there are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. I'm also the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play.
Slaps.
I didn't say it yet.
You were fixing to. We all knew it.
Oh. We are playing Star Trek Adventures from Modiphius Entertainment. This is the official Star Trek role-playing game. And we are in the final act of our 4th episode of this season. So if you want to see where we started, go back 2 episodes. If you want to check out the whole season, you want to go back to the beginning of that. And if you haven't already, please check out our first season because we've really come to love this game. And it shows from our first episode forward. So we highly recommend if you are itching for more Star Trek adventure, because you've already blown through your rewatch of the old series.
Same.
You're desperately waiting for Strange New Worlds to come out.
Yep.
Same.
You're very sad that Lower Decks is on its last season.
Yep.
We got what you need.
They're no longer working in the lower decks. It's a natural progression point to end.
No, I get that. But the fact that you're like,
Yeah, because a show goes on too long that it loses its own point is lame. You want to cancel it.
I agree with that, but I can have dreams that they transferred in a new crew of lower deck people.
Oh, so they cycle out and they're like, okay, now we focus on...
It's what they did with Being Human.
Or Scrubs, for that one season that
But
nobody
it's
watched.
never worked out when they did that.
No, it worked perfectly in Being Human. At least the UK version. We don't talk about the US version.
This is going to be a great flap, except the F is going to be fist fight. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to introduce our players. They're going to talk about who they are, who they're playing, and what role they serve on the ship. So let's start with our first Mind Player.
Hi, it's me, Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing Lieutenant Tira Sidak, the Orion Flight Controller of the USS Zag.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing Captain Kashatal, and I am the Trill Commanding Officer of the USS Zagreus.
Channel Jordan for a second there. Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi there, my name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Thang Daras, the Klingon Chief of Security.
And last but not least, our final Mind Player of the evening.
Hi, it's me, Ethan Exit Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Gulick, the Lieutenant Junior Grade Tellarite Transportation Officer.
Okay.
Guy thing.
Now, when we last left the crew of the Zag, they had discovered the unusual way in which the crew of the USS Bradley had survived its long return home. It involved essentially recycling themselves via the transporter and getting a little weird because of it. So we have our focus is split between the security team that is on board the Bradley and discovering the mystery, and the team that is back on the Zag, where the crew members where the commander of that ship has brought her crew, and the rest of the crew are talking about what's going on. Except I'm going to spend 2 threat to create the trait of escaped engineer. You go down into the sickbay with the team behind you, and everybody is sprawled out on the floor. Dr. Sunshine is frozen, and he's got like finger guns pointing out.
Computer, please reboot EMH.
Password required. Authorization, O'Shaughnessy, Bridget, Chief Engineer.
Red alert.
Burp, burp. Cut to.
Oh, I was going to say lock all exits and close all shuttle bay doors and securities on every single escape pod.
Right. You can still say that off camera. It's okay.
Okay. I'm saying all the things.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm having transporter lock onto her signal and bring her back directly to the break.
Okay. Cut to. She's like, no, I don't want this.
Thang had pulled Gunny off to the side. Your timing works just as well as your paramour's.
Thank you?
It wasn't a compliment.
Yeah, I know. But I've got to have an answer. I've got to make a decision. I really don't know if I should tell her before I take the interview, because I'm going to take the interview. But I don't know if I should tell her before or if I should just not tell her, and then if I don't get it, I don't have to say anything.
Gunny clamps a hand on his shoulder, kind of like not on purpose, but okay,
It's okay. I'm kind of imagining the Harrison Ford like noise when
Tara, a person who cannot shut up, is the person that you chose. When you chose Tara, let me ask another question.
Can you let go just a little bit?
Okay.
I'm just getting a little lightheaded. It might just be the atmosphere, but
what conversation have you had with Tara about your future, where you want to be, what you want to do? Have you had that?
no. Like anytime I bring it up, she distracts me.
Thang just whizzes right past that. Isn't going to acknowledge it.
I mean, it's a classic move, right?
Yeah. Her and Orion, absolutely. When you became serious with Tara, what did you expect?
I don't know. And I mean, that's kind of why we became a thing. Like, I love the fact that she doesn't have a plan or isn't worried about where she's going to be in 5 years or if she's even going to be in Starfleet. And I love that about her. But when you're in Starfleet, you've got to have a plan at some point. And I don't know. I'm afraid that if we talk about this, she's going to change either way. She's either going to flow away because she doesn't want to worry about thinking about a plan, or I'm going to lose a part of her that makes us us.
Then I shall give the only answer that I can. If you're going to take the interview, Gunny, you can plan with her or without her. Unless you can come up with a third option, those are your choices. And whatever you decide, you'll have to remember to live with.
This is going to be weird. Okay, I mean, this conversation is already really weird, but what would you do? Which is more honorable, I guess?
I think if you were an honor-bound Klingon that definitely attracted the attention of Tara Sadak, and that is the basis of your decision that you're making, as if Tara has been in a romantic relationship with myself, and that is the basis of your decision now.
I feel like Thang is looking past Gunny to all of the AO3 writers who are like, listen up, you primitive screwheads.
I think she's trying to imprint on Gunny's brain that Tara isn't dating Thang.
That's fair.
But she will give him an answer if he asked for what Thang would do. But
Not in this
Tara's not dating Thang.
No, I get
in
it.
this
Okay,
iteration.
no, okay. Well,
If I were you, you'd be me.
Well,
What would you tell me as advice?
Because honestly, the answer that you gave him was basically, you have to make your own decision,
Sucker.
and he's like, thank you for the non-answer.
But he'll get another one. That's why she's couching it with, if Tara had made the decision to date me, the honorable Klingon, and you can kind of hear things like lampshade, like quotations around honorable Klingon.
Like, I've written this fic too. It's cool, everybody.
I would tell Tara if only to gauge her interest in a long-term relationship or a long-distance one. Because if you take this position, Gunny, it'll be a long distance or it'll be over.
Yeah, and if I don't tell her, she's going to steal the Zag and blow up the Ares.
I think she'd surprise you.
You're right. She might just take out one warp nacelle.
Exactly.
Cut to, what are you doing with the transporter logs or the replicator? Or actually, I should just say, what are you doing?
I was told to look up what was in the replicator.
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
I am not doing that.
Beep, boop,
We'll
boop,
never
beep, boop.
know.
I mean, Gunny did run a perfect distraction.
delete.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Like you step off at the end of the mission, you step off the transfer pad and you high five Gunny. He's like, what was that for?
We'll
It was
literally never
perfect.
know.
Thang knows.
Rob knows.
I suspect.
I am trying to reason out why they would attack. Because given the information, they're just trying to survive, and we are their only hope of rescue. So why would they attack us?
Give me a...
They need more resources.
Duh, they're pirates.
No. Give me a reason plus science roll here. Which is a weird thing, I think, but your target is going to be 2.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Can Gal help him?
No.
Gal's too busy with the popcorn over here.
So
From the replicator?
So are you from seeing how the transporter room was laid out, you get the sense of it is a sacred space, which is probably why they probably were apprehensive to come over. To them, perhaps transporting is some sort of religious experience at this point. If they'd be doing it over and over and over and over and over again, I mean, and you are also thinking, okay, if you were running that program and basically reloading previous versions of yourself, eventually the signal would degrade. So what is the away team's next move?
I rejoin. What was the status?
Oh, it's all normal.
Okay.
Yeah, weird. Somebody deleted it. Boop.
Anything else that you recommend that we check? Something else that might be able to give us more information about what's going on? Any ideas, everyone?
My thought is we should, check to make sure this warp core actually to go down.
Okay.
Fair point.
Any help you need there?
Beep boop.
Well, there might be some other people trying to shoot me as we. So yes.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I wouldn't want to be alone in the weird ancient starship either. Yeah. No, let's go.
Yeah.
Cut to. Where are you? Are you on the bridge or are you?
I'm probably with the security crew
Okay.
because I'm down there. I'm the captain.
So you're trying to track her down?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I'm going to say that's going to be a.
Insight command?
Yeah, probably Insight Command.
Yes. I like it when I make good suggestions. This is why I'm awful. Do doubles do anything? Because that's fun.
No.
Okay, I got 2.
You hear Mark's the captain. All right. Yes, sir. I've got a. Oh God! And then his.
Cannibals.
I told you.
Marks.
Ooh, at least it was him.
Marks.
Captain Tall. You hear O'Shaughnessy's voice.
What have you done with my crew member?
I'm going to show him the light, Captain Tall.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Come see for yourself. Alone.
I'll go up and I'll have the security team keep by. I will
Outside the door?
Yeah.
Because she's in a transporter room.
Yeah, outside the door. I already did red alert, have everything on lockdown, so she can't use the fucking transporter unless she fucking hacks that. I'm gonna punch this bitch. I'm gonna punch this bitch. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Okay. Are you going into the room?
Yeah, I'm going into the room and I have my phaser out.
She has her phaser. She has a phaser out too, pointed at Marcus's head.
I slowly pointed at her. Who do you think can shoot first?
You know how many times I've died?
Obviously not enough. Boom.
Okay. Take a shot.
Disintegrate.
That is not Starfleet issue. What am I rolling?
I believe this is.
It'd be great if you missed.
Anybody used their momentum this entire session yet?
What's that?
No one's used their momentum.
There was a question momentum, I'm pretty sure.
No, the
the determination.
Oh,
word.
yeah.
You know what? I think I will use my determination because I definitely don't want Marks to die.
At least not
Aww.
by my hand or by my fault directly.
If
Yeah.
Rob chooses to kill Marks,
Yeah,
that's a
then,
different
you know,
thing.
that's, you know-
I mean,
But
I do still have 2 threat, and I could just. That would be some.
Like,
Okay, range attack. It's control plus security, target of 2.
Cool. I have 4.
Ooh, all right. She's going to spend 1 threat to gain, so I have 3 dice, and she's going to try to dive behind the console, which means that she's got to roll 4 successes on this.
Just roll 5 because I'm the aggressor.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
No.
That's doable.
You're right.
It's all ones.
She collapses to the ground, and Mark's kind of spider crawls away from her a little bit, like skitters back.
Skitter. Security, come on in.
She was just talking about being the high engineer of the assembly of light.
Oh, Christ.
Kinda. I think that was sort of what she was going for.
Yeah.
Sir, what are we going to do with these people? We can't just, leave them here, can we? Because I can only imagine that all the rest of those survivors, they're all like this. What do we do with 57 people who have done unspeakable things to survive?
Did she tell you what kind of unspeakable things?
She didn't tell me directly, but I mean, the Bradley's been gone for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Whatever happened must have been awful.
I'm sure. I'll have her taken to sickbay, and I'd like to question her if there's time to do that.
What do you want to learn from her?
What she was doing.
That's it.
No, what
the light is.
No, what she was doing. That's what they were doing on that ship. What really happened?
and what were they eating?
Yeah, I gotta know.
Everyone is like, that is an optional question. That is if we have time.
I just need to know what this light thing is, what they were actually doing over there.
Okay. So do you mind if I do this kind of as a monologue then?
Yeah, no, go for it.
So we cut back to the chief engineer, the high engineer. It started out as an accident. We plotted a course that ran us too close to a black hole, and the event horizon caught us. And Captain Connors did his best to get us free again. But something broke in the warp core. We were running so high and so hot that when we finally got free, we were flung so far. We were lucky to be able to plot a way back home, but there was no way we were going to get there before our time ran out, our supplies ran out, our morale ran out. And it was Lieutenant Commander Silao, the engineer, who came up with the idea. To become one with the light. Whenever we got tired, whenever we got sick, whenever somebody was injured, we would occasionally find supplies. But then Captain Connors, he lost faith. And he was the first to be given over to the light.
What do you mean by given over to light?
He was taken to the holy pad, and he was sent back into the ship so that we would survive.
Where in the ship?
Wherever he was needed. Wherever we needed new parts for the machinery, new food for the crew.
You used the material from the transporters to fuel your replicators.
We blessed them. We gave them a glorious purpose.
That's your pattern decay talking.
You can call it what you want. I call it my faith.
That's not faith. That's murder. It's cannibalism. That is taking the trust of people under your care and violating that trust. What about their faith? What about their faith in you?
That's why so many would walk onto the pad on their own power. Because they knew by going into the light, we would get one step closer to home. Is that a sacrifice that you would make, Captain?
I can't answer that question.
And you expect me to?
No, you already did because you did make those sacrifices.
Well, we're home, aren't we?
No, you aren't.
Then where are we to go?
You are 100 years away from your home. It is 2370 now.
We can't go back to Earth? Did something happen to Earth?
I don't know what's going to happen to you. If it were up to me, I'd let you go into the light.
Cut to. So. Gosh, how does Gunny spring this on you?
Oh boy.
I shamed him enough, everybody. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know, because I don't know if he wants to do the fancy date setup, because I feel like that's like
God.
more of that's like
Yeah.
more of an ambush.
Yeah. Hanging out playing darts?
No. Like he is like standing in front of your cabin door and just being like,
Off duty then.
everybody out of the rig. Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
Yep. Johnny, sup?
Hey, can we talk?
Yeah?
So he like sits like, you know, either on like the couch or wherever.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming
it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's like it's like a probably like a 1-bedroom apartment basically.
Yeah,
like in New York, so it's very closety.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have at least your own quarters as opposed to the lower decks.
$2,500 a month, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
150 square feet.
So I have some good news from.
Do you want a drink?
Yes.
The thing you said feels like, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look.
Cool. Good. She pours him a drink.
Thank you. There's a position open on the USS Ares. And I think I'm going to try for it.
What's the position?
Flight controller.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Really far away.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I haven't accepted it yet. Like the captain just sent her recommendation, and I have to go and basically interview with Captain Agresta, and then I'll be back until they make a decision.
Yeah, but they're not going to say no.
You think so?
You know that.
Yeah, I do. So,
Good for you. And you should do it.
but, what about this?
Guess we figure it out? Or, I mean, like if you wanted to, after, it's far away, and that's cool, and I get that. And, but, you know, like whatever you wanted to do with whatever that was. Or things. And stuff.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do?
I mean, like, I don't want to, like, hold you back. And so it should be whatever works for you.
I don't know why this has to be entirely my decision.
Well, because, like, okay. So, I was gonna say nothing's changing for me, but, like, everything's changing for me. But also, like, everything's changing for you, and I will still be here, and so whatever you want to do is the important thing, because I'm not going to hold you back, and I don't think that that would be right of me to hold you back, and so also then, like, it's your decision, because I'm not going to change how I feel about you or whatever, and then...
So how do you feel about me?
Good. I think... No, I know. I like you a lot, Gunny. And so, like, whatever is the right thing for you. But I'm not going to hold you back. I'm not going to be the one that holds you back.
Okay.
So you have to do the thing that's right for you, and then however things fall out after that, I guess, is how they fall out, and I'll be really sad if they don't fall out good, but, like, fine.
I'm glad to hear that you really like me.
Maybe more than that.
What, Jordan? I'm sorry.
Jordan said it. He wasn't going to say anything.
This bitch over here.
You know what? You could always apply first.
I was going to say it. I was going to say it.
Not gonna happen.
That would be kind of funny, but no.
I think Tira knows that, like, she's learning a lot on this ship, even though the captain's a little weird.
No, I love your very teenage rebellion portrayal of Tira Seadog. Like that, it is very like my mom doesn't know anything, even if I understand that she actually knows a lot and I'm actually learning. But I would never
gonna say
phase her to my head
gonna
would
say it.
never tell her that. Never, not in a million years. I don't care how many people I ate out of the replicator. I would never. All right.
You have to do the thing that, like, works for where you want to be, wherever that is. Later, someday, eventually, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's tomorrow.
That's really soon.
But we are still here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Na, 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 don't be shy.
I was thinking of a different song.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
There was also the never gonna give you up.
So I think as we fade to black as Seadog and Gunny embrace, the camera pulls back out to the Zagreus as it zooms off onto its next adventure. And that is where we'll end our episode here tonight. That was a lot less explosive than I was expecting it to be. Look at you being...
Have you been reading my logs?
Well, you can. If you join and become a friend of Pat Rayon, you can actually watch the logs that the players log for each one of our arcs, because that is part of the experience process. Is just like characters track their personal logs in the show, so do the characters in our show, and that's how they gain experience and grow and things like that. But anyway, we're very excited for our next show, so please join us then. So from all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we are...
Tawny P. Thompson.
Ethan Exit Anderson.
Jordan Fishburne.
And Sarah Babe.
And as always, our Lord of the Board...
Brad Davies.
Story credit by Brad Davies on this one, by the way.
Sicko.
Though cannibal credit was... what did you say?
Sicko.
Yes! Yes!
You guys all added the cannibal.
I was going to say, that was all you. We didn't even think of that.
Who said anything about cannibalism?
I think you started it, Jordan. As in so many things tonight.
I think I may have actually started that one because I said that we're doing ritual sacrifices at the transporter pads.
Correct.
Which is actually not wrong.
Not inaccurate.
I don't know if they... It is a gray area. Gray like the slurry that they've eaten for hundreds of years. From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.